I had a really good idea for an intro, but I mean, I'm just looking at this thing here and I can't stop staring. It's so beautiful. Hey, what's up, interwebs? My name's David, and you are chilling with Schilling. As you can tell, I'm looking up above me again, which means my OBS is exactly where it should be. My recording software. I have been playing around a little bit with the settings, not a whole lot. So if you see me fidgeting with things right now, I'm just spitting all over myself and I'm checking out my audio, making sure that I'm not too peaky right now, making sure my audio sounds pretty so that we're good to go. How are you? How was your week? Week? It's only been a week and I have another video out. What's going on? I know. I'm in a good mood today, trying to stay on top of myself a little bit. And with that comes a new video. I'm excited. Are you excited? How do I sound, guys? Let me know how I sound. I've been playing a little bit. I'm not super amazing with the settings just yet. So, yeah, help. Help me. How do I sound? Do I sound okay? I know I'm a little dark still, but that's okay. I'm going to adjust that a little bit more as we record, and I'm going to get another light, and that's really going to help. Right now, I'm using a really inexpensive camera or phone ring light, and it's not the best. And coming from a guy who does photography, I really need better lights right here. So, that helps a little bit. Hold on. I'm adjusting things on the fly. We're doing it live. You know what? That'll do for today. How's that? Oh, pretty good. What's up? What's up? Anyways, this time of year is pretty difficult for me. Call it seasonal depression, call it whatever you want. I'm just not doing that great. Meds are keeping me afloat, but I don't have a lot of drive. I don't have a lot of chutzpah, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. I like being driven. I like being able to push myself and get through things much faster. Feel very laggy up here. I have a very small window of productivity time. And within that amount of time, I can get a lot of work done, but it's very hard. And outside of that window, it's almost impossible. Like I'm sorry, but it's tough. It's very tough. I had a few people reach out to me on Instagram. Thank you so much for that. Really kind words, a couple of comments and things like that, which I'm very happy for. I'm not the only one who's struggling this time of year. It's a tough time of year for a lot of people, so just know you're not alone. Keep pushing through, keep trudging through the mud, and we will make it through. We will. I had a request for this episode. A friend of mine reached out to me and asking me to talk about mental health in relationships. And that is such a great topic because it is all encompassing. It is, it's difficult to do many things when you have mental health challenges. Let's just be honest. But as soon as you are adding somebody new, somebody else into the mix, it's just a huge other dynamic. And that could be a friend. Mind you, friends, we have it's a much easier time saying no to. We have coworkers, we have bosses that we have to appease, and that takes a lot of mental spoons. And now you're adding in an emotional partner into the mix. And that emotional partner is supposed to be somebody that you can confide in, that you can talk to about just about anything. But a lot of times you don't have the spoons to talk. You just don't. I know I don't. Now, I am supremely lucky that I can sit in silent company with my partner. He's amazing for that. I can just sit and we don't have to talk. We don't have to do anything. If I'm in a bad mood, we're just beside each other on the couch. Her feet are touching my leg. And that's what we do. We just sit there. She'll be on her phone. I'll either be playing games or I'll be on my phone. And I'm just processing. I'm just trying to process everything that's been going on. I will talk when I'm ready. But like I said, I'm lucky. Most people aren't quite so patient. Now, the biggest rule that I have for dating or for relationships in general is honesty. But when you are struggling with mental health, you have to be brutally honest. And that's with yourself. If you're having a tough time, you have to be honest and you're just saying, I'm struggling today. I don't know what I want. I don't know is an okay answer. If you're dating somebody with mental health challenges, I don't know is an okay answer because we don't know. In the moment, we don't know. We have so many different thoughts and emotions and feelings running through us all at once. It gets jumbled up and we cannot decipher it. It becomes super overwhelming, and that will cause a panic attack, an anxiety attack over nothing. I use quotations there. It's challenging. So if you say, "What's wrong?" and we say, "I don't know," short response, let me know when you figure it out. Do you need a soundboard? Do you need an event? Now, if you are dealing with mental health, you have to be, again, very brutally honest. You have to explain as much as you can. What do I mean by that? Something with a partner, something with a friend, with a relative, a family member. Doesn't matter. Honesty is crucial. It's not easy. It takes a lot of effort on their part as well. I can tell you that firsthand. It takes a lot of effort to deal with somebody's challenges, especially when they're seemingly irrational. There are certain mental health struggles, depression, anxiety, to name a few. Borderline personality disorder is a big one, where somebody will take the smallest thing and it becomes blown out. Nah, let me pause. Let me word things carefully. They will take something small, because I'm included in there too, and it will sit and it will sit and it will sit and it will fester and it will stew. And then all of a sudden, something that was so small becomes something really, really big in our heads. Now, the easiest thing to do would be in that moment, if we're sitting with some information that doesn't sit well with us, ask for clarification, expand. I'm sorry, that's just I don't quite understand. Can you elaborate? Myself, I am very guilty of seeing everything that I want to say, visualizing the whole picture, but only explaining maybe a third of what I'm seeing. So there are a lot of times where I'm telling a story and all of a sudden a friend of mine will stop me and just go, wait, I don't understand. Well, that's on me. I got to backtrack, then I got to explain more. So don't be afraid to ask for more information. Wait. I don't understand. I need a little more information. What did you mean by XYZ? And that's not easy. It's not easy for the person that you are dating to have to constantly deal with, I don't understand. I don't understand. Explain that, explain this, explain that. So again, it's about honesty. At the very beginning of the relationship, you say, look, I tend to blow things out of proportion up here. If I ask for clarification, if I tell you I don't understand something, it's because I just haven't been able to process the information the way you're trying to deliver. Not that I'm dumb. It's not that you're not communicating properly. It's just that I'm not receiving the information properly. Everybody in my life, one of the first conversations I have with them is I tell them that I have challenges with mental health. I tell them some of my shortfalls. I'm zoomy up here. I'm forgetful. I don't have energy at the end of the day. I don't have a lot of spoons at the end of the day. I will commit to plans and then things will change last minute. It's tough. My employers understand. My bosses know that I deal with mental health challenges. They need to. If I'm having a bad day, I can't just expect them to magically understand that I need a little extra time, or I might need to take an early day or an extended lunch, or things like that. I might need to leave for a little bit to process whatever set me off, or things like that. They understand. My friends understand. My girlfriend understands. Everybody in my life understands. And if they don't, they're either trying to understand or they don't stick around in my life for very long. And when it comes to relationships of any kind, you have to be okay with people not wanting to be around. It sucks to hear a lot, but the reality is, not everybody can handle who we are, how we have to deal with things. Not everybody's equipped for that, and that's okay. It's okay. It hurts when it's a romantic interest. That sucks. You got a crush on somebody, and then all of a sudden you find out that they don't feel the same way, or you're too much to handle, things like that. Whatever reason it is, it's hard not to take that personally. But you have to remind yourself, it's not me, it's them. It takes a special type of person to be with someone who has mental health challenges. Typically, it's somebody who has mental health challenges themselves. My girlfriend has some challenges she's dealing with. I'm dealing with a bunch of stuff. She knows what I'm dealing with. She knows my history. She was around as I started my YouTube channel. She helped proofread a lot of my book when I wrote my book. Check it out on Amazon. She understands that if I'm having a bad day, chances are it has nothing to do with her. But she also has mental health challenges. So I sit here and I have to remind myself that she needs reassurance sometimes. If I'm grumpy, if I'm short tempered, if I'm having a really, really off day, I let her know, babe, I'm having a tough day today. I didn't get enough sleep, very, very grumpy. Coffee's not working. I've already taken my meds. I'm just really not in a good mood today. It has nothing to do with you. 7 words. 7 words that mean the absolute world to somebody like me. Another 2 words if it's a business call or if you have to get in contact with somebody. 2 simple words to reassure the absolute bejeez out of me. Nothing bad. That's it. That's all you got to say. Nothing bad. Hey, David, we really got to have a chat later. Nothing bad. Cool. I know to just sit back, relax, and we're gonna have a conversation about something. Could be something fun. Could be something cool. Sorry. Could be something fun. Maybe move up a little bit more. Maybe. I'm gonna sit here. If I have somebody tell me, David, we really gotta have a chat later. Let me know when a good time to call you is. Don't worry. Nothing bad. Well, I'm just gonna go about my day super excited about whatever news I gotta hear because I know it's nothing bad. It's gonna be something fun. If it is something bad, now that's a little bit trickier. I don't quite know how I want my brain wants to handle that because it's always going to be bad. But get me as close as you can, or ease it a little bit. Get me as close as you can to the day. Don't be like, hey, I got something I gotta tell you. Let me know when a good time to talk is. My brain doesn't like that. Nothing too serious, maybe. I don't know. What's a good way that your brain likes to ease bad information? Because I will sit and I will fester and I will stew. If it's bad news, I will sit and I will fester and I will stew. I am a catastrophic thinker. Means my brain just goes 0 to 1,000 degrees below okay instantly. And I can't snap myself out of it. No, I've been learning techniques on how to help myself, but it is hard. So a little reassurance goes a long way, especially if you're in a relationship. 7 words. It has nothing to do with you. My girlfriend and I have excellent communication. We need it. Everybody needs excellent communication. But because our brains don't really process and handle negative information as easily as a neurotypical person is, and that's okay. It just takes a little bit more pre-planning. My girlfriend and I, we have monthly conversations about finances, where we sit, where we're doing, how we're doing with our bills, things like that. We have weekly check-ins with our mental health. That way, if something's going down, if something really bad is happening, we have weekly check-ins where we can mention things that we're doing. If I've upset my girlfriend and she's not able to tell me in the moment because she's just upset or doesn't know how to deal with it, check in every week. That allows us the opportunity to avoid forced conversations. Hey, we need to talk. I'm not blindsiding anybody. Can we talk? It's easier. But if I can't, because I'll be honest, when it comes to having serious conversations, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I got a lot of anxiety all wrapped up around it. So for me, it's very difficult to talk about something that's upsetting me, especially in the moment. So I give myself the opportunity to sit back, process information, try to see things from as many different angles and outcomes as I can. And then during our weekly check ins, I can say, at the time, this really upset me. This is my process. This is how I thought things through. And this is how I came to the conclusion. This is where I am now. And then we can have an actual dialogue and conversation. Because I'm one of those people where emotions and feelings and thoughts and imagination all get shoved into one little box all up here all at once, and that's the tiny little box that processes all the information that's trying to get through into my brain at once. And yes, if you were listening carefully, I did say imagination because in here my imagination will take over in a heartbeat if I let it, and it's not fun. Vivid imagination with depression and PTSD and anxiety and ADHD. It's just so many thoughts of different negative things all at once. And it's just a slideshow in my brain of all of this negativity. And it's very tough. So that's what you need. You need communication and you need honesty. Honesty with yourself and honesty with your partner. If you can do that, you're going to be successful in your relationships, any relationship, whether you have mental health challenges or not. But you have to be open and honest early. Early. Like, I'm not talking like, hi, I'm David, I suffer from depression. But very early on, it's like, hey, look, I really like you. I want to see you more. Maybe we see things a little bit more often and have a little bit more dancing time. I don't know. But you got to do it pretty early and you just got to say it and be honest and just say, look, I really like you. I deal with such and I deal with depression and I have anxiety. It's going to be a little bit hard for me to talk about what's going on sometimes. I'm not always going to be able to be there if I'm dealing with something challenging and if I'm dealing with a really hard time myself, but I'm going to do my best. See, and somebody like you really makes me want to do better, push myself to get healthy again, healthier than I am now. See, because had you met me a year ago, you would have just walked on right by. And that's the progress I've made by myself. I've worked hard on myself, been hard on myself, but I'm happy with the person I am, happier at least. And I'm ready to invite somebody else in. And I don't know if that's going to be you. I don't know if you're here to stay, but you make me really want to find out. So you say something like that, and it's really going to be a refreshing experience for the person that you're chatting with. You're being honest, you're being open, you're being flirty, you're being a little cheesy and romantic, because let's be honest, who doesn't love a little cheesy now and then? As long as it's like the appropriate amount. Know the person you're talking to. I mean, when I date people, I tend to date really, really cheesy people because I'm a really cheesy person. So I love the the cheese, the cuddly, the affection with the words and stuff like that. So for me, something like that worked very well. And if they don't want to stay, again, that is okay. If they don't want to be that person in that capacity for you, with you, that is okay. Because there are people out there that understand. There are people who are out there that don't understand, but want to. They want to try very, very hard for you. And that's a special thing. That's something to look forward to. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be down and out. I know what it's like to be single and looking and wanting and needing. The common theme that I found with my dating life and all the rejection that I went through, I wasn't working on me in between. I wasn't trying to better myself. I was trying to find somebody who fit me then in that moment. And that wasn't working because I wasn't growing. I wasn't learning from anything. So I was making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. And then getting frustrated and upset and started to hate the world and hate myself. It was tough. But then I started learning about myself. I started dealing with my challenges. I had a huge breakdown. Hit rock bottom. So I had to rebuild. Long story short, I found somebody amazing. And even when I lost her, I was working on myself so hard and I was able to find somebody else amazing. The hard work pays off. Honesty pays off. Communication really pays off. Guys, that's going to do it for me. I know I kind of rambled a lot about the same sort of thing over and over again. We're going to see how this looks in the editing room. I have no idea yet, but we're going to find out. Before I go, I need to give a huge shout out to the woman behind all the graphics. My new logo here. She helped me create, and by help me, I mean she did. After I did the signature, she created my logo, which is beautiful, by the way. I'm loving it. She created the intro that you guys saw. She created the outro. She's an amazing person. Guys, my friend Naomi is absolutely special. Please go check out the Misfit Emporium. I'm going to leave her links down below. I'm going to leave my Instagram down below. Check out the Misfit Emporium. Naomi, thank you from the absolute bottom of my heart. Thank you for everything that you have and continue to do for me. Not just with the graphics, but as a friend. You are a special person. Happy birthday. Guys, that's going to do it for me. Let me know what you think about the logo. Let me know what you think about the intro. Let me know what you think about the outro. And don't forget, tell your friends.